up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Authentically Me, Regina B, is back doing her run vlogs. I have missed you guys. I have missed uploading these videos. I appreciate the subscribers that I have gained. Welcome to the channel. I hope that you enjoy the content. Today is Sunday, October 2nd, 2022. And today was day one of my 6-day running cycle. It was a long run, filled with some PRs. It was the longest I've ever run and the furthest I've ever run. And as you guys know, and for those of you that don't know, Sundays are my long runs and they get progressively longer leading up to my first half marathon. So the week before, so last week I ran 9.32 miles. The week before that was 9.17. Today was 10.1 miles run. And guys, it was a challenge. Like, that's the first time I've ever run 10 plus miles. That's the first time I've ever run an hour and 54 minutes, almost 2 hours run. And it was definitely challenging. I paced myself. I decided to run it on the treadmill because I wanted to be able to control as much of the conditions as I could. And I gave myself leeway to do that because last week I did do the 9.32 at the track on a very windy day, which was very challenging to do, but I did it. And so that's why today I was like, you know what? We're going to go long, but we're also going to be easy on ourselves. And so I did it on the treadmill. I listened to Tommy Reeves' Atacama Desert Run, Atacama, and it's a part of his Bolivia half marathon training series. It was great coaching. I love how he gives some information on he gives some archaeological, I guess that's how you would say, information. Then he gives some physical tips to just look out for as you're running longer and longer. He talks about how you should fuel the body, how you should find what works for your body. He talked about how his brother, for example, runs ultra marathons and how he was a part of an event to run 50 miles on a treadmill. And he was able to do that, but his choice of fuel was completely different from something that Tommy would choose, which was water, Coca-Cola, and plain Lay's potato chips. And he said that his brother crushed it and that he was able to do 50 miles under a 6-minute average pace. So I was just like, kudos to you, cause boo. I don't know about that. But it was just really interesting because I am a firm believer in what works for you works for you. Like, what works for me may not work for everybody else, but it does work for me. And what works for somebody else may not work for me. And anytime I try to go and do something that someone else is doing, usually it doesn't work for me. I end up either hurting myself, my stomach gets messed up or something like that. So I just stick to what I stick to. And so far that works for me. So I guess you could say I calorie load the night before, and then I don't have my first meal until after my run. Because when I run and I eat a meal, or even like a little snack, it just doesn't sit well with my stomach. And I also feel like, honestly, guys, I have enough fat stored up to where I can, so far I've been able to stay true to, you know, eating most of my calories in the evening. And then I'm able to do my runs, even today's long run, with just having coffee. And then I just hydrate. And I have been putting hydration at the top of my priorities during my runs. So these past 2 weeks that I haven't been with you guys, I've made sure that I make myself drink water or drink my drink with my salty LMNT. I'll insert a picture of it. But it's just like an electrolyte pack that has a lot of potassium, sodium, and just magnesium, a lot of really good things in it. And I add it into my water. And I've used it before, but I ran out and it's not available in stores. So I ordered some just to get back into hydrating with that. And it has been great. But it was just a great run. It just is a reminder that the more that you do these long runs, it becomes less about the pace and more about the patience. Because to do a long run, it takes endurance and it takes patience, because you cannot rush time. You can't rush to a distance. Like, you can't rush through 10 miles and you definitely cannot rush through an hour plus of running. So it really is helping me to stay patient. It helped me to remember that, like, when you get towards the end of a long run, that's when patience is the hardest, and that's when it's hard to keep your form. That's when you start to lose your form. And for me, the music that I was listening to, the song that came on right at that moment when I was starting to lose my form, was the song called Break Every Chain. And I really worshiped during that song, and I really was meditative as I was moving about the words and what she was saying. And it's like, yeah, break every chain, and there's power in the name of Jesus. And then I was blessed to think about yesterday when I had lost my patience with my youngest, or lost my form with my youngest, and a lot of things happened from Friday to today. Like, my husband ended up having kidney stones. Please uplift him in prayer. He's better now. He's home, but I had to take him to the ER, and then they went ahead and kept him because of his pain, and they wanted to monitor his kidneys. And then Saturday was filled with my daughter's soccer game. Then we had a birthday party, and then I had to go to the grocery store, and I was just spent. I was so just out of it. I was so tired. I started to have a compassion in my heart for single mothers, and just realizing how much of a struggle it is to be a single parent, especially if you have one or more children. It's just, if you have more than one child, it is just so challenging. And my heart was like, man, what about, single moms at the end of their day when they don't have anybody to, take over, or they don't have anybody to support them or tell them, sometimes my husband's like, don't ask mommy anything, and I was just like, don't ask me anything. But I didn't want to say that because, you don't want to hurt their feelings. And then it's just like your tank is just getting so full and full and full. And so during my run, at that point, that's when I was reminded of that situation. And it was like, it was the end of a long day, and you were losing form because you were tired, because it had been a long day. And that is the moment that, before that millisecond, before you completely lose your form, go and pray and declare that there's power in the name of Jesus, and just allow him to give you that extra surge, that extra power surge to finish strong. Because if it happens in a run, it's going to happen in life. So that is what I took away from today's run. I am back on. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to vlog after every run like I had been doing. I think I'm going to put it on a schedule of maybe Sunday, then I'll vlog Tuesday, and then maybe I'll vlog like Friday, which is day 6 of my run. So my girls are home. I'm done with the video. I am back again. I don't know what my schedule will be, but I know that I am back, and I'm back sharing with you. I hope you've been well. I hope you've been in good health. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you're notified. If you enjoyed the content, give this video a thumbs up. And if you so choose and you want to share something, you want to join the journey, or you're already on a journey and you want to share what that journey is, definitely feel free to leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. God loves you so much more.